gone. It was bittersweet opening the library each morning, knowing that these were its last few weeks. Soon the doors would be bolted permanently, and the brownish old books smell would be locked inside until the bin men came to chuck the books and shelves into boxes and chuck them away. I pushed open the heavy doors and sat behind the desk. The checking out machines had been removed weeks ago, so I had to issue books by hand. As ever, the first person into the dimly lit foyer was Iris. She smiled her wobbly, white-haired smile and made for the Romance large print section. The smell of the wet road drifted in with her. I was glumly contemplating the stack of volumes, thrillers, A-level text guides, histories of World War II that needed to be put away. A complete week's worth. I'd been putting it off. I made a slow amble towards the cart. Iris stopped me. "Look at this," she said, unexpectedly urgent. The book flapped open in her hand. Blank pages. And the cover was blank, except for the lurid picture. No words at all. "That's funny," I said, thinking maybe some publisher's test binding had got into the stack. "They're all like that," she said. Neither of us had moved so fast in years. She was right. No words in or on a single Romance large print, nor in crime, nor history, nor gardening. Not even in the stack of returned books. Not even on the bits of paper I hadn't sorted through on the desk. My phone buzzed. I was getting dozens of messages, all empty but for the occasional emoji. All my apps had lost their names. Outside came the voices of two loud van drivers yelling at each other. "Just read the bloody signs! I can't, you daft bugger, look!" I remembered there was a radio Wilfred liked to listen to when he did his afternoon shifts. Maybe there'd be some news explaining this. Radio 4 was tuned in already, and a serious voice intoned, "Words have been endangered for many years. Humanity's exploitation of them for its own ends has finally brought about their collapse. But surely, Professor, that isn't the only possible explanation. Oh yes, there are some who argue this is all a question of control, that it's conspiracy and words are really working for a secret global cabal. But this is mere speculation, compared with all the evidence of linguistic systems under terrible stress." I switched off the radio as a hubbub broke out behind me. I turned to see Iris about to be engulfed in a crowd of rain-soaked people pouring into the library, crying out in panic. "Where are the books? Where are the books?" howled one woman as they surged forward. "Wait, wait!" But they'd already swept past me. They screamed and wailed as blank book after blank book fell from their hands. Some rushed out again, but others slumped to the floor, blank expressions on their faces. I went from one to the other, comforting them, making them pillows of thicker volumes, laying their coats over them. I was amazed at my own calmness, but then, who better to face the textless future than the last librarian of a dying library?